NBA Now is presented by Aura, an all-in-one digital safety provider that's going to keep you secure online and help you avoid hackers. Get a 14-day free trial today at aura.com/chatsports. We'll talk more about some of the benefits Aura offers later on in the show. The NBA Draft wrapped up last night as 58 players got selected, and right away, undrafted free agents started to sign. So on today's show, we're going to break down some of the more notable players who have signed and some other guys who haven't signed that we might want to keep an eye on as we get closer to Summer League, because with the draft wrapped up, free agency getting going next week, NBA Summer League's almost here. It begins on July 5th in the Salt Lake City part of it. In Vegas, they start on July 7th, but the point being it's going to be very, very quick with free agency beginning on June 30th. If you enjoyed the NBA Draft, like this video. If you joined our coverage, like this video as well. Hit that thumbs up icon if you enjoyed the NBA Draft, and if you are fired up for NBA free agency, we, of course, will cover it all here at Chat Sports. All right, let's get to some notable names here on our NBA UDFA tracker. There's been more players than the ones we'll break down today that have signed, but these are some of the bigger names. Scotty Pippen Jr., the Vanderbilt guard, has signed with the Lakers. Yes, that is the son of Scotty Pippen. He will play with LA in the Summer League. Good athletic guard, good defensive player, needs to improve as an offensive player, but he'll get an opportunity this summer. Johnny Juzang, the guard out of UCLA, went back to college, didn't have a great year. He signed with the Utah Jazz. He's got some potential, though. He was a part of that Final Four team a couple of years ago, but like I said, didn't have the best college season a year ago, but there's certainly some upside for him in Utah. Collin Gillespie, one of the best pure shooters in this draft. I didn't think he'd get drafted, but I thought there should have been some consideration. The guard out of Villanova, he's won a bunch of games, winning culture, 41% three-point shooter a year ago. He lands with the Denver Nuggets. Buddy Boeheim, the son of course, Jim Boeheim at Syracuse. He lands with the Detroit Pistons, and we'll see what he'll be able to do. And then Kyler Edwards, former Texas Tech guard, transferred to Houston. He signed with the San Antonio Spurs, so he will stay in the Lone Star State. We'll break down some more prospects in a moment, but what was your favorite draft pick this year during the actual draft? Not UDFA signing, your favorite draft pick this year. Let me know. Maybe one of your maybe your favorite team signed one of your favorite prospects last night. James Akinjo, the guard out of Baylor, landed with the Atlanta Hawks. Good athlete, really good defensive player, needs to improve offensively. Jean Montero, I should say, played with the G League Overtime Elite. He lands with the New York Knicks, one of those guys who decided to not go to college and opted to take the G League money. We'll see if he can put his stamp on the NBA. Michael Foster Jr., same deal. He played in the G League. He signs with the Philadelphia 76ers. He is a forward as we make our way from guards now to forwards. And speaking of which, Sharif O'Neal, the son of Shaquille O'Neal. This is pretty cool. He's going to play where his dad played with the Lakers, at least for part of his career. So he'll get a chance, along with Scotty Pippen Jr., to play for LA in the Summer League, and we'll see if either of those two guys can make the permanent roster. Ron Harper Jr., the forward out of Rutgers, lands with the Toronto Raptors. I think if you sign with Toronto, pretty good chance that you'll have to develop because they are a talent factory up there. Today's show is sponsored by Aura. Here's the deal, guys. We do more than ever online. I know I do, at least, and I know a lot of you guys do as well. Online banking, online shopping, social media, emails, communication, everything we do is online, and the problem with that, which there are many problems, but a big problem is that means hackers are trying to steal your information, whether it's identity theft, financial fraud that takes place all the time. Thousands of people every single day have to experience this stuff. I lost my Twitter account in college, had to start a new one. I've had a couple of debit cards compromised in the past, had to get new ones. It's a pain to deal with. Aura is going to monitor all your online activity and prevent you from hackers. And family plans up to 5 people, get grandma, grandpa on the plan because you know they probably don't know what they're doing online. Aura.com/chatsports, 14-day free trial. Link is in the comments and in the description. One of my favorite players from this draft, Kenneth Lofton out of Louisiana Tech. Fun player. I didn't think he'd get drafted. He's like 6'7", 270, certainly a little bit overweight, but he's a fun player. Go watch some of his highlights if you get a chance after this video. I'm going to be curious to see what he can do. I think he'll be one of these fun guys in the Summer League and could have a chance to at least stick on and play in the G League. Jermaine Samuels, the forward out of Villanova, he lands with the Indiana Pacers. Good college player. We'll see if his skill set can translate to the NBA. Kofi Cockburn, I thought he had a chance to get drafted in the second round. He did not. An old school big signing with the Utah Jazz. I think out of all these guys, he's got a chance to maybe land as a two-way for a team. Listen, very old school player, good rebounder. He gets shredded defensively, though, and his game doesn't really expand beyond the paint. So in 2022, that's a little tough. If he was playing in the 80s, he'd be really, really good. Travion Williams out of Purdue, had a really strong college career, played really well in the NCAA tournament, but again, kind of an old school big, a little undersized as well. So we'll see if he can stick with the Boston Celtics. And then Theo John, a good defensive center out of Duke, needs some work offensively, but certainly someone worth bringing into your organization for the NBA Summer League. We'll take a look at a few notable names that have not yet signed, but I think have a chance to do so. But if you love the NBA, subscribe to Chat Sports because our coverage is heating up as we're just 6 days away from NBA free agency. Trade rumors are circulating. We'll have some Summer League coverage as well. The link is right there, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Don't miss any of it here at Chat Sports. We know you guys want to know what's going on with Kai Sotto. As of now, he is not signed with an NBA team, the center out of the Philippines. I know there was a lot of disappointment that he did not get signed. He initially tweeted that he is not decided on Summer League, despite his agent coming out and saying that he would not partake in the Summer League. He came out and said, no, that's not true. I haven't made a decision yet. My agent misspoke. He then deleted that tweet, so who knows what's going on. I'd like to see him play in the Summer League. I know a lot of you guys would as well, because I think he could show some people some stuff and see if he could stick on an NBA roster, maybe force his way onto a two-way contract. I think he's talented enough to show that he can do that, but as of now, he is not on a team. What do you guys think? Will Kai Sotto end up signing somewhere and playing in the Summer League? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Will Kai Sotto play in the Summer League? Brady Manick, the big out of North Carolina, and I just don't get this one. And, you know, I get NBA scouts in these front offices. They like younger prospects. They like more athletic players. 5-year college guy, not the best athlete. But here's what I do know about Brady Manick. He's extremely experienced. He played a huge vital role on a team that made it to the national championship game at North Carolina this year. He's 6'10", can block shots, albeit not the best defender, but he makes up for it with his length and his shot blocking ability. And he can drain threes in your eye. He's got a high release. Even if he's guarded, he can shoot over the top. I think he was worthy of getting drafted. I think he's a guy that once he signs, he's going to show that he can provide a lot to an NBA team. He's got huge range as a three-point shooter. Ziga Samar, the guard out of Slovenia, I kind of wondered if the Dallas Mavericks would sign him to their Summer League roster. So far, that has not happened. He could be playing some overseas international ball as well. Maker, the center who played with the NBL this past year, I thought he might get drafted, but that did not happen, and he remains out there. Then Cameron McGusty, a 6-year college player, so kind of like Manick, was around for a while, started at Oklahoma, transferred to Miami, had a good senior year this year, but he's older, not the greatest athlete. I think he could perform well in the Summer League, though, and turn some heads. So there you go. Some notable UDFAs that have signed, a few that have not. Certainly more deals are going to start coming down the pike, so keep an eye out for that. Will you watch the Summer League? We'll leave you on this question. Type W for watch, type P for pass. We plan on covering it here at Chat Sports, so if you don't watch, we will, and we'll give you some NBA Summer League winners and losers.